Formerly, Michael Sala from exopolitics.org believed that due to the other research and other whistleblower reports that exist 3 independent secret space programs, and all of them were rivals to each other. But Corey Good talks that exists 5 secret space programs, 5 big secret space programs. Which kinds of secret space program we have? First, the Solar Warden. Solar Warden was conceived by the United States as a program to protect the solar system, focused on policing the solar system and surrounding star clusters. It's the oldest of the 5 rival secret space programs, contains older technologies, but has greater dedication to humankind long-term interests. They let their spacecraft be photographed by the International Space Station, according to Corey. It has 8 Cigar Shaped UFOs in their fleet. The Solar Warden fleet received great impulse on the 80s, when most of its ships were built, by the expedient of black budgets and money laundering. I personally believe that moon landings were faked to finance the Solar Warden start. They did not want to reveal the anti-gravity technology to the world and wanted to save it for a military purpose. So they oversized the cost of the wars in the past and the present, as the development of the new jet, to finance the secret space program. They allegedly have more than 8 cigar-shaped aircraft and the size about 200 meters. Some guy named Richard Boylan or Richard Dolan. This Richard claimed, and some are in the range of mile long, which is equivalent to 1.6 kilometers or 8 times the size of those that Richard said. Corey said that has been aboard one, but not traveled with it. He was assigned to a minor-sized starship that was a research vessel with triple hull. He stated that Solar Warden, for instance, has many kinds and size of vessels. When he was at the Cigar Shaped craft, he said that mostly personnel were Americans, had some members from UK, Canada and Australia. And in the research vessel, which was not a military vessel, the crew had mostly Germans and some Chinese. I remember the case about the zoned sonde that Russians sent to Phobos. That was destroyed, and the last thing it transmitted was a cigar-shaped shadow, and a sonar image from the moon shows a cigar-shaped object almost the size of the moon Phobos. The second type of secret space program is the IPCC, Interplanetary Corporate Conglomerates. It's a large interplanetary corporate entity similar to what was described in the movie Avatar and at most of Mars bases, focused mainly on development and acquisition of technology by any means. This reminds me that group on Stargate that operated in the same way. They developed and produced technology for commerce with Earth and off-world groups in a barter system and left nothing off the table that they were willing to trade. It was the most advanced until the Blue Avians and its spheres came into play and allied themselves with the Solar Warden. They are the manufacturing power behind the Solar Warden program and are the corporate infrastructure behind all the secret space programs, much like in the Alien movies. As an example of companies that are involved, we have names as Lockheed Martin, Boeing, and McDonnell Douglas. They are part of the Illuminati at highest levels. They began secret negotiations with other races due to our location and the galaxy as being a high traffic area, and due to the fact that we are very close to a major portal or Stargate that is near our system and leads to other galaxies. This David Wilcock compared to a gas station or hub on an intersection of many roads. And now they make business, trade, and exchange with other civilizations, but they not spread their top technology with other secret space programs. These hundreds of other civilizations teach the ICC how to build new things and provide sometimes scientists and technologies. The ICC has been trading with these races secretly upgrading their technology and leaving the other programs behind. Now it's believed that they had some of the best technologies in the solar system. They consider the UFO flying discs as outdated. Best tech today is in the shape of dart. These kind of crafts, they can connect to others, as we saw on the Star Wars Episode 2, when Ben Kenobi pilots one of these darts and dock with a bigger structure when he goes to the Red Planet. Other example of maybe whistleblowing, the dart ships of the Wraith on the Stargate Atlantis TV show.
Here ends the second part. Don't miss the third and last part about the secret space program. Thank you for listening.